He will come straight, look you, lay home to him. Tell him his pranks have been too broad to bear with, and that your grace hath screened and stood between. Much heat in him. I'll sconce me even here. Pray you, be round with him.
Mother, mother, mother!
I'll warn you, fear me not, withdraw, I hear him coming.
Mother, what's the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, thou hast my father much offended.
You answer with an idle tongue.
Go, go, you question with a wicked tongue.
Why, how now, Hamlet?
What's the matter now?
Have you forgot me?
No, by the rood not so, you are the queen, your husband's brother's wife, and, would it not so, you are my mother.
Nay then, I'll set those to you that can speak.
Come, come, and sit you down, you shall not budge. You go not till I set you up a glass where you may see the inmost part of you.
What wilt thou do? Thou wilt not murder me? Help! Help! Help!
What ho? Help, help, help!
How now? A rat? Dead for a ducat! Dead!
Behold, I am slain!
Oh me, what hast thou done?
Nay, I know not. Is it the king?
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed is this.
A bloody deed, almost as bad as kill a king and marry his brother.
As kill a king?
Aye, lady, 'twas my word. Thou wretched, rash, intruding fool, farewell. I took thee for thy better, take thy fortune. I find it to be too busy in some danger. Leave wringing of your hands, peace, sit you down. Let me wring your heart, for so I shall. If it be made of penetrable stuff, if damned custom have not brassed it so, that it is proof and bulwark against sense.
What have I done that thou darest wag thy tongue in noise so rude against me?
Such an act that blurs the grace and blush of modesty, calls virtue hypocrite, takes off the rose from the fair forehead of an innocent love, and sets a blister there, makes marriage vows, as false as dicer's oaths. Oh, such a deed as from the body of contraction plucks the very soul, and sweet religion makes a rhapsody of words. Heaven's faith doth glow. Yes, this solidity in compound mass, with tristful visage as against the doom, is thought sick at the act.
Ay me, what act, that roars so loud and thunders in the index?
Look here, upon this picture, and on this, the counterfeit present of two brothers. See where Grace was seated on this brow. Hyperion's curls, the front of Jove himself. A station like the herald Mercury, new lighted on a heaven-kissing hill. A combination in the form indeed, where every god did seem to set his seal to give the world assurance of a man. This was your husband. Look you now what follows. Here is your husband, like a mildewed ear, blasting his wholesome brother. Have you eyes? Could you on this fair mountain leave to feed, and batten on this moor? Ha! Have you eyes? You cannot call it love, for at your age the heyday and the blood is tame, it's humble, and waits upon the judgment. And what judgment would step from this to this? Sense sure you have, else you could not have motion, but sure that sense is uplex, for madness would not err, nor sense to ecstasy were neither so enthralled, but to reserve some quantity of choice to serve in such a difference. What devil was it that hath cozened you at hoodman blind? Eyes without feeling, feeling without sight, ears without hands or eyes, smelling sands at all, or but a sickly part of one true sense, could not so mope. O shame, where is thy blush? Rebellious hell, if thou canst mute the nation's bones, to flame a youth, let virtue be as wax, and melt in her own fire. Proclaim no shame, when the compulsive ardor gives the charge, since frost itself is actively doth burn, as reason panders will.
O Hamlet, speak no more. Thou turnest mine eyes into my very soul, and there I see such black and green spots as will not leave their tint.
Nay, but to live in the rank sweat of an enseamed bed, stewed in corruption, honeying and making love over the nasty sty.
Oh, speak to me no more. These words like daggers enter in mine ears. No more, sweet Hamlet.
A murderer and a villain, a slave that is not 20th part the type of your precedent lord, a vice of kings, a cutpurse of the empire and the rule, that from a shelf the precious day them stole and put in his pocket.
No more!
A king of shreds and patches. Save me, and hover over me with your wings, you heavenly guards. What would your gracious figure?
Alas, he's mad.
Did you not come your tardy son to chide, that, lapsed in time and passion, let's go by the important acting of your dread command? Oh, say.
Do not forget this visitation is but to what they almost blunted purpose. But look, amazement on thy mother sits. O step between her and her fighting soul. Conceit in weakest bodies, strongest works. Speak to her, Hamlet.
How is it with you, lady?
Alas, how's it with you, that you do bend your eye on vacancy, and with the incorporeal air do hold discourse? Forth at your eyes your spirits wildly peep, and as the sleeping soldiers in the alarm, your bedded hair like life in the excrements, start up and stand on end. O gentle sun, upon the heat and flame of thy distemper, sprinkle cool patience, whereon do you look.
On him, on him! Look you how pale he glares! His form and cause conjoined preaching to stones would make them capable. Do not look upon me, lest with this piteous action you convert my stern effects, then what I have to do will want true colour, tears, perchance for blood.
To whom do you speak this?
Do you see nothing there?
Nothing at all, yet all that I see is.
Nor do you nothing here?
No, nothing but ourselves.
Why, look you there! Look how it steals away. My father in his habit as he lived. Look where he goes, even now, out at the portal.
This is the very coinage of your brain. This bodiless creation ecstasy is very cunning in.
Ecstasy? My pulse as yours doth temperately keep time, and makes us healthful music. It is not madness that I have uttered, bring me to the test, and I the matter will reword, which madness would gamble from. Mother, for the love of grace, lay not that mattering unction to your soul, that not your trespass, but my madness speaks. It will but skin and film the ulcerous place, whilst rank corruption, mining all within, infects unseen. Confess yourself to heaven. Repent what's past, avoid what is to come, and do not spread the compost on the weeds to make them ranker. Forgive me this my virtue, for in the fatness of these pursy times, virtue itself of vice must pardon beg. Ye curb and woo for leave to do him good.
O Hamlet, thou hast cleft my heart in twain.
Throw away the worser part of it, and live the pure with the other half. Good night, but do not go to mine uncle's bed. Assume a virtue, if you have it not. That monster, custom, who all sense doth eat of habit's devil, is angel yet in this, that to the use of actions fair and good he likewise gives a frock or livery, that aptly is put on. Refrain tonight, and that shall lend a kind of easiness to the next abstinence, the next more easy. For use can almost change the stamp of nature, and either the devil or throw him out. With wondrous potency, once more good night. And when you are desirous to be blessed, I'll blessing beg of you. For this same Lord, I do repent, but heaven hath pleased it so, to punish me with this, and this with me, that I must be their scrounge and minister. I will bestow him, and will answer well the death I gave to him. So again, good night. I must be cruel, only to be kind. Thus bad begins, and worse remains behind. One word more, good lady.
What shall I do?
Not this, by no means, that I bid you do. Let the bloat king tempt you again to bed. Pinch wanton on your cheeks, call you his mouse, and let him prepare reechy kisses, or paddling in your neck with his damned fingers, make you to ravel all this matter out. That I am essentially am not in madness, but mad in craft. For good you let him know, for who, that's but a queen, fair, sober, wise, would from a paddock, from a bat, a jib. Such dear concernings hide, who would do so? No, and despite of sense and secrecy, unpeg the basket on the house's top, let the birds fly, and like the famous ape, to try conclusions in the basket creep, and break your own neck down.
Be thou assured, if words be made of breath and breath of life, I have no life to breathe, what thou hast said to me.
I must to England, you know that?
Attack, I had forgot, 'tis so concluded on.
There's letters sealed, and my 2 schoolfellows, whom I will trust as I will, adders fanged. They bear the mandate they must sweep my way, and marshal me to knavery, that at work, for 'tis the sport to have the engineer hoist with his own petard, and it shall go hard. But I will delve 1 yard below their minds, and blow them at the moon. Oh, 'tis most sweet, when in one line 2 crafts directly meet. This man set me packing, I'll lug the guts into the neighbor room. Mother, good night. Indeed, this counsellor is now most still, most secret, most grave. Who was in life as fooling prating knave, come, sir, to draw down toward an end with you. Good night, mother.